Hi, I'm Alex Innecco and this is ECAI's Musical Encyclopedia. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please. Today's expression is transposing instruments, which is a little bit weird if you don't study music, okay? Well, if you're a singer, when you look at a printed music, if you see a C note or D or E or F, you sing the note that is written, okay? That's, assuming that you're good in sight reading. So you see note C, you sing C, D, E, etc., okay? Many instruments, when you play the note, it plays the note that is written. So these are called no transposing instruments, C instruments. C as in the letter C, as in note C. So the soprano recorder, if you play a D, it will sound a D. The oboe, if you play a G, it will sound a G. And you're looking at me and saying, what do you mean, Alex? Well, some instruments are not like that. They are called transposing instruments. You play one note, the note that sounds is not the note that is written, is a different note. So, for instance, most clarinets are tuned in B flat. So, if you play a C, the note that will sound is a B flat. And you're looking at me going, what? Why? Well, you need transposing instruments in order to cover different heights of sound, as in lower sounds and higher sounds. Okay? So, for instance, if you get the clarinet, you have B flat clarinets, you have A clarinets, you have E flat clarinets, which are tiny. You change the tuning of the instruments so that they will cover a different region in sound. Another good example, the oboe, as I mentioned, is a C instrument. You play a C, it will sound a C. But the lower cousin to the oboe, the English horn, is an F instrument. So if you play a C, it will sound an F, a fifth lower. Fifth as in do, ti, la, sol, fa. Okay, do, fa. A fifth below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 degrees lower than the note you read. Okay? It may sound incredibly confusing for those of you who do not study music, but it makes sense once you get used to it. French horns, for example, most French horns are today F instruments. Okay, so they're tuned in F. That is possible because we have the valves, those keys that you see in the French horn, which allow them to change keys. Okay, original French horns, 18th century and before, even the 19th, until the middle of the 19th century, they did not have those valves. So you needed a different French horn for different symphonies. So if the symphony is in F major, you needed an F horn. If the symphony is in D major, you needed a D horn. So when you have the valves, it allows the same instrument to play different symphonies in different keys. Okay? And you may ask, well, why just don't play lower? Because the instruments have a very different sound. Okay? So if you have the recorder family, for example, there is a soprano, an alto, a tenor, and a bass flute, a bass recorder, which are these instruments are tuned differently so that they will cover different pitch regions. Same thing with the saxophone, same thing as I mentioned, the clarinet. So transposing instruments will read differently. They'll play a note and it will sound different. The conductor has in his or her score all instruments written in different transposing pitches. The conductor has to make sure that when he reads his or her score, they are seeing what's written in the key that it was meant to be written. Okay, it's hard, but you get used to it. Okay, transposing instruments. That's a hard one, huh? This is ECAI's Musical Encyclopedia. Have you subscribed to this channel already? Please do so. Thank you.